Good morning. Right, here we are again, facing another shipwreck. This is the second book in the series, the Rogues and Gentlemen, Book 2, the Earl's Temptation. As I told you when we were reviewing The Rogue, Lord Falmouth is one of my favorites. I adore Rake, and he is your typical Rake womanizer, gambler. He loves adventure, and so he's continuing his smuggling business. He is on one of his smuggling adventures. They have to get away. He's on the Bold Bessie, and they're running from the revenuers, and they hit a storm off of the French coast. The Bold Bessie is destroyed. He washes ashore with a few of his men. They're all dead. There's a young French girl that is strolling along the beach. She finds them. She thinks they're all dead. She's poor. She's poverty-stricken. She's barely getting by, so she's salvaging everything she can. When she turns Alex over to go through his pockets, assuming he's dead, he sighs. He breathes. She calls her friend. He helps her drag Alex to where she's living in an attic. She saves Alex. She thinks he's just a smuggler. He realizes she's young, so he's decided he's going to save her. They're trying to get to Bordeaux, to his brother's house, because he intends to give her the life that she deserves. And especially when he finds out that her mother was a countess. Now, her dad was killed in the war, and her mom killed herself. So he's determined to save her. So they finally get to Lars and Henrietta's place, and of course she's fallen in love. That's when she realizes that he is an Earl. She's pretty mad at him. She's got a fiery French temper. He knows she deserves better than him. So he's determined to take her back to England, put her with his two aunts, and give her the kind of life she deserves. She's determined that she wants Alex, and that's all she wants. Lars and Henrietta also recognize that not only that she loves him, but that he loves her. They try to help, but when they're in France, it's to no avail. He cares for her more than he should, and he needs to get her away from him. So he takes her back to England and puts her with his two aunts. She's hoping to be a lady. He'll want her, but at every turn she feels like he doesn't. Henrietta and Lars come back to England, determined to help her. He's convinced he's too old for her, and he wants to find her someone that's young and that's deserving. Henrietta tells her, we're going to go, we're going to give you a season, you're going to take London by storm, which she does. They decide to make Alex jealous, and it's working great, except we get introduced to a couple who are going to have their stories later on, and one of them is the Duke. Well, the Duke, he's notorious, he's a womanizer, and he's got to have a wife. Not that they're going to change their rakish ways, but they need an heir. Duke wants Celeste. This is part of Henrietta and Celeste's plan, is that they're going to find someone that she can flirt with that's just as much of a rake as Alex is. So therefore, if she's going to settle for a rake, then she might as well settle for him. And so their plan is going very well, except for the Duke is evil as Alex is, and he plans some revenge against the Earl. And it happens all at the same time that he's fixing to declare himself and ask Celeste to marry him. He doesn't get a chance to before the Duke sends one of his old mistresses to his house to cause a scene. This mistress screaming out in the hall how, oh, she's so glad he's not going to leave her. They're not going to be replaced. She's just going to be one of many. Well, she overhears this. So Celeste runs away. He looks everywhere for her. She's gone back to France. He even goes to France twice to Rockhoff. She left him a message and told him that she took 500 pounds of his money, but she's going to repay him. She does send the money back. She's supposed to be anonymous, but of course Alex has his ways of making people talk. So he finds out where the letter came from. This is my favorite. of the Rogues and Gentlemen series. The redemption of Alex Sinclair is just a lovely story. You just want to shake his teeth out. Just can't wait till it happens, and when it happens, he falls hard. This I have to give an A+. Emma V. Leech does a wonderful job. The story is compelling. This keeps you engaged. Of course, the heat level, as in all of Emma V. Leech's, the heat level is a good strong 3. They're not just quick. They're a couple of pages. Some people might rate it as a 4. I rate it as a very strong 3. But the story is so good, and you fall in love with Celeste. She's so feisty. She's survived so much, and she's willing to put up with a lot from Alex, but the one thing that she can't put up with is being one of many. Emma V. Leech, her writing, her dialogue, her depth of characters. I think you'll like it. I love it. So I give it an A+. Heat level is a strong 3. I think you'll enjoy the whole series. I am.